blue, Robbie Wong here, going to play some Kaldheim quick draft. Rattled off historic. Masquid Nexus sticks out. That could end up in elves or giants. I think we're going to take it. Unless I'm missing one. I don't have any. Alright, so flying is always good. Black White Angels. Squash is really good. For a blue red giants. It's kind of early. Alright, so it's between Squash and Vengeful Reaper, and let's go ahead and take the Squash. Oh gosh, and immediately rewarded with Basalt Ravager. And maybe the other Squash will wheel. And then we get an Agar. Are we gonna end up in blue red giants again? I think so, that's ready. Like there's another Squash. And then that Fall of the Imposters. Frost Augur. Could do Snow can matter with this. So let's take a snow land, and like green can open up some changeling shenanigans. That's a Troll Warrior. Craven Hulk works. We're up to 4. We'll take the blue flyer. Rune of Flight. This giant 7-drop is so expensive. Alright, so we'll take Rune of Flight. Flying Giant sounds amazing. Early game sounds amazing. Early game sounds amazing. I can get us through there. Run amok. Target attacking creature gets +3/+3. Yeah. Run ashore. Maybe. It's kind of expensive. Saw it coming. Okay, and then that's it. So, ooh, a Doomscar. I'm gonna take this just because I'm gonna need it and construct it. So here's Frost Augur again. Behold really sticks out. Behold it is. Let's draw 2, Vagrant the Watcher, Invasion of the Giants. 2 damage to any target. Alright, so this is kind of removal, kind of. Alright, definitely. So put Demon Bolt and then bind the. I think Demon Bolt is good. Gosh, this is so bad. Squash, yeah, I'll take Squash number 3. We'll take the flyer. I'll take 1 Raven form. We'll see. I mean, the red removal is pretty good, so. Not as exciting. The stuff that we're getting here. Ugh. Let's see, Run Amok, Hybrid Mod. We'll take a mob. We'll take a 3/2. Fill the curve a little bit. We'll take this, but we're not excited. It's expensive. Actually, we'll just take this. This is generic curve filler for the bottom. We have all of these. Okay. All right. Let's get some Rogue Striders. Showdown. I already have 4 though. Depart the Realm. Pilfering Hawk. We'll take Snow-Covered Mountain. Army slays the troll. Oh, behold. Mass Vandals, okay. There's more Frost Augurs. Squash number 4. We really need some other giants here. We'll take a Raven's Wings. Rune of Flight. Craven Hulk, thank you. Never been so excited to see generic 4-drop. To each creature. I mean, I guess that's better than another mountain, right? We'll take this. Help us filter, get to our giants sooner. Ugh. Saw it coming. I guess we'll take a Shackles. Alright, we'll take a Depart the Realm. And then we'll take this giant even though we're not happy. That's kind of removal. We have a lot of that though. These 6-drop giants are so bad. Okay. Alright, well. We ended up with not as many giants as I would have liked. So that's a giant. We're counting this as a giant. We're counting this as a giant. This can go over here. This is just generic. We got giant wizard. I forget about wizard. Alright, so we'll get rid of that. Demon Bolt is great. Probably won't end up using Run Ashore. Generic creature. Counter spells we'll put here. I think our removal suite is good enough. We don't need to put. I mean, I guess we'll find out, huh? Creature hates. Run amok. Combat trick. Actually, with as many little Dorkos, little combat tricks with them, I mean, that's basically removal. Alright, so we have, let's knock down some of the 2-drops, huh? It's kind of ramp. Do we have any any snow payoffs? Like we didn't end up with any Bergstriders. Okay, so we have one. So we'll keep these two in there. You know, no, the way that this is pointed, we have too many dorks. Like we'll stall the board there. All right, so we're not getting rid of the flyers. We're not. That's a scarecrow. We're not getting rid of the smoothing, haste, whatever. Not getting rid of behold. Four, 5, 6, 7 removal spells. Let's look at this. Get rid of that. It's generic 5 drop. We'll clear one, saw it coming. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have plenty to do with our mana. Actually, you know what? For the same reason that we got rid of the other one. Yeah, Rune of Flight on one of these dorks to draw a card sounds good. Get some damage in. Alright, so let's update the stream title. Blue-Red Giants again. Alright, let's do it. So the first Giants deck we did, Blue-Red Giants went 7-1, and then Watsy, Bill Shark. Bill Stark. This is kind of poopy, this run amok, but everything else looks great, so. We'll behold on 2, Agar on 3, and then see where life takes us. Oh, that's fine. I think this is still worth it. This is for you, bird. Get your snow in. Priest. Let's go. This is safe. Ugh, squashing this seems silly. We could run amok to kill it. Fast damage. Or we could just Raven's Wings, huh? Just fly over the thing. They're so far away from. Yeah, this is. No snow, and then this came into play without generating value. All right, feeling pretty good. We can next turn we're gonna attach the wings and start bashing, and then we can hold up squash / run amok / behold. Wait, what? Oh, okay. They've got 3 up. They could do that thing where it +2/+0 and it comes back. The Salt Ravager. Oh wait, I need more giants. Okay. So you go here, and you get in there. Yeah. So if they try and kill this, we can squash in response to draw the card. You know, there's probably some discussion turn 2 to just attack to see if they'll. No. Still no snow. So we're gonna go ahead and squash this Elvish War Master. Like, this might at some point be valuable. I don't want it to generate any tokens, and I get to draw a card. Craven Hulk. Maskwood Nexus. Alright. So we're gonna start cranking all this up and then go to town, huh? Alright, so only thing about this is I can't leave up Salt coming with all of this. So we're gonna do Craven Hulk. And then next turn we can Assault Ravager something for 3. Alright, 2 swamps. Gotta keep my eye on Feed the Serpents. Just another Mass Vandal is fine. Hopefully we don't need to hide anymore from here. I mean, this is 1-3 and 1-3, no snow lands. This is Sorcerer's Creek. So, that's fine. It's good. So... they'll probably block Agar here, and then we can run him up to draw cards. What? No. Or more. Goody. Alright, so now we'll hold up Salt Coming or Behold. And we'll counter whatever their big play is, and then just keep rumbling in. Like, the Salt Ravager will take out a blocker. Man, they're hitting it hard. There's a snow. There's something that is definitely worth putting. This is great. Draw a card to set, like they save a point of life, but I get to draw the card. Alright, and I get to Behold afterwards. They're playing Swamp, so there's a chance they could make me discard. So it's just good practice. They're at 5, so they should be pretty desperate in terms of just trying to stay alive at this point. They could Blood on the Snow, in which case Maskwood Nexus is going to be great to rebuild. I mean, I do see 2 snows. Ravenous Slit. Gain life. What a card. Alright, let's find some removal. No and no thank you. Okay, so we can do this, right? And draw another card. Throw back the island. Craven Hulk is fine. I have 5 mana, so I think 3 and 2 makes a lot of sense. I also think just sticking this is exciting. They're through 2 Maskwood Nexuses, right? Now, is it worth it to throw away a 4 to deal 3 points of damage? I think it is. Sorry, is it worth it to throw away a 4 power thing to deal? I think it is. Like, even now, Immersturm Raiders is lethal. Oh, there's the Blood on the Snow. Good call. Alright, what are the chances that I have 2 of those? Good draw. Good draw. Pretty scary. Alright, so they have 3 blockers. think that's it, right? They need instant speed removal for 2. Whew. You know, when you force someone to go through those steps, you start to wonder, is it really worth these clicks? Wow, coma at the very end. Good stuff, good stuff. Alright, hit it again. Coma, blood on the snow. Rumbling in. Good times. Phallus. Sure. It has a curve, it has all our colors, it eventually has removal. Alright, I'm not going to be countering anything. So I'm going to be tapping out every turn. So next turn is to Scary Firewalker. Auto. Man. Opponents just ran. Okay, Lunar Flight is cute with this because it'll give us a chance to keep hitting that boast. Oh right, if you can enchant, you can put this on equipment. Human berserker bird. Alright, what you got? Troll. How about we fly over said troll? And we can even boast too? That's exciting. Only 1 snow? Okay, so they can't give it indestructible yet. So if that's the case, do I just want to boast? They probably won't block because they're gonna wanna capitalize on that. Okay. Boast. Yes. Alright, value. So removal spell that drew. And now we have 3 available. Let's go ahead and play the bird. We can start playing squashes just full value next turn. If they play another snow, per minute, okay, so I should probably just blast this off the face of the planet before it gets crazy. They can still enchant a land with the land enchantment, makes it a snow, but if it gets to our turn, we're gonna go ahead and commit. Yes, please. Invest in your Ice Head Troll. Great. Alright, no block. Alright, so we know we're playing a land. Man, it is a shame that we can't do all of that, but I don't want I can't. There's no way I can deal with indestructibles. It just needs to go. And we're gonna take 3, but we should be able to play Assault Ravager and then just start blowing up things left and right, and then. This is great. Okay. So we'll have. We can only deal 1 with this. So if I do Demon Berserker, that's not enough. Alright, let's just take our 2 for 1 here. Although you have 6 mana up and you didn't play this card. Sure. Ooh, what am I gonna get? I get to cast Squash for free. Alright, goodbye, Frenzied Raider. I suppose I'm gonna discard the rune. Yeah. Am I? This counters anything, right? Okay. Yeah. Clear that. I'm not blocking things. Everything's going to be pretty heads up now. Yeah, this is 2 for sure. I can't do both, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter. Play something scary. Alright, we'll use this as the world's worst removal spell. That might be too aggressive. We'll find out. 6. We're gonna get to 8. Sure. Yeah, take 3. Squash still pretty good. Behold the multiverse. Maybe we can get some kind of buff here to target opponent. I don't have a giant. Giant deck didn't have enough giants. Yay. Rank up. Sweet. Alright. Chugging along. Madness to Bad Bear. This hand is fine. We got both their colors. We have something to do on 2. 3/3 flyer on turn 3. Hello. Mountain. This stayed in the deck. Giants. Right. Alright, we're gonna play this and discard the part of the realm. Yeah. This is opponent or planeswalker. Okay, got So this has dissuaded them from attacking. This many mountains makes me feel under pressure. Alright, so I can't play anything for 3, so we'll do that, and we'll get this foretold. Not attacking. We want to kill this Tuskeri Firewalker. No snow yet, so Bite's gonna only deal 2. It's an easy block. No boast. Just trading 2 for 2. Alright. You know, you do you. Let's go. If I play this, this keeps. Alright. There's some artifact removal, right? So we'll. I want to get at least 1 activation. We're not. You know. They're not boasting. Let's gain 4. Okay, and Maskwood Nexus needs to do some really heavy lifting here. Connect us into the late game. So 2/2s. Alright, yeah, that's relevant here. Not against this pup, but. Played the land. 3, 4 plus 2. 8. That's a lot. Alright, let's restrict it to instant speed removal. And then we'll saw it from something. This can be another of the world's worst removal spell. Although we did trade 3 mana for 3 mana, so it's not the end of the world. Alright, pretty easy to take out the 3. There's some discussion to kill this. Oh, no, they have mana. Womp, womp, womp. Alright, and we don't have a sweeper. They have to screw up pretty royally for this to not work. Find their activate ability button. Alright, didn't work. Got out aggroed. No reward. Okay. Shake it off. You know, we didn't really save a whole bunch of we didn't really hemorrhage a whole lot of life. We played on curve. You know, their hand just lined up really well with what we had. Shigeru X. I am just really good at drawing this. Alright, so 2, 3, 4, 2. This currently is only coming in for 1, but course. At least it wasn't Fearless Pup. Red-green. Trolls. Man, we're really tanking on this 2-drop here. Alright. True Maskwood Nexus. Alright, swing it in for 3, unless something tragic happens here. Red, green, green. Rising Sieges. You know, drawing Run Amok makes me kind of want to keep this alive, because then Run Amok can do it. But I'm gonna go ahead and take it out. If we go to the late game, we're tremendously favored, given what we've seen. Judd. Moves. No attack. Human warrior, elf warrior, elf warrior. We can shoot one of these tokens, but I think actually at this point I'm gonna get this card down, and then next turn I can pump out a giant and then keep up squash. Why is this all? Oh, because this turns everything into a giant. It's like, I don't, what? So now this comes in and deals 2. I'm gonna go ahead and take 6 here. Next turn will be our big scary, hopefully. Well, that's worth squashing, and that's worth squashing now. So that way they don't get activation for that. Joking about the troves. Now we can start trading tokens for these guys. Or maybe just run amok. Is this a 2/2? I think I'm going to use run amok as a removal spell here. Target attacking creature. Oops. I'm not doubling down on my mistake, so these will trade. Not do what I thought it did. Okay. Alright, so I think we need to start... We need to start pulling stuff up here. I think if we go late game, this is going to be good. We'll see if they have a run amok of their own. Untapped land is great, because then we can start to double spell, treating Maskwood Nexus as the second spell. We need to get to the mid to late game here. Okay, opponent has run amok of their own. Looks like we chose correctly. Denied them the treasure. Yeah, too bad we couldn't saw it coming. Rune of Flight. This lets us draw. Okay, I misclicked, but alright, so what if we let's make a giant and then we'll hold up squash. Yeah, that lets us use our Maskwood Nexus and then not. And then we'll go ahead and squash this. Even Run Amok doesn't save it. And there was a part of me that was thinking, you know, play this to hopefully draw a card, but we're not looking for evasion right now. We're trying to stabilize. This doesn't stabilize. This doesn't stabilize. This does stabilize. This helps us stabilize. So. Okay, we need to end this game, huh? So, Scary Firewalker, Rune of Flight, hit the land drop. Oh, man, we would have really liked to have countered that, but we're kind of pinned on our mana here. Holy cow. 7 damage to creature random. It's trample. This is 5, 6. Okay, we need to hit. We need to hit one of those spells right now. This is 4. 4, 5, 6. Take 2. Ugh. Not looking good for the home team. Not looking good for the home team. I think we can't even kill them. Alright. Good. Good job. Good job. Alright, let's shake it off. Shake it off. Yay! Alright, come on. Gotta get past this. Elvish Champion. Forest. God, we have had this in every opening hand, and like this one too. Okay. So Craven Hole into Basalt Ravager, hopefully take something out. Maskwood Nexus. They did play a forest. It is elves. Alright, so have a turn 3 play. Have a turn 4 play. Then have a turn 5 play. Nothing too scary yet. Green, blue, not exactly. This isn't ramp yet. Teamer. Okay. Not developing your board. Filtering through top 3. What was that? Fine. Alright. After Craven Hulk, Basalt Ravager, like the best upside is this is like dying and we get to draw a card, although they're mousing over it, so trying to figure out what it does. I don't even really know what it does. Okay, so let's attack. Well, if they block and try and pump it, we can try and pump it out. Nope. Alright. Shield down. Pressure up. So even if they kill Agar, Basalt Ravager kills... No, stay. Okay. That is the first disdainful stroke of my Kaldheim draft. I think Teamer Snow. I think I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna cast Nexus. I think I like the idea of taking something, being a little bit greedy to try and kill something bigger than that. Okay, Maskwood Nexus, don't let me down. Okay, also, this is a giant. That's not something I'm used to. So we can go... No, we need to untap red. Ramp. Spending 4 mana to not do anything to the board. This still does stuff, though. Snow cover. Alright, so we do this. We trade this island for something better. Like another island. We Basalt Ravager. We kill Rune Eyes. And they do not get the draw 3 trigger. 3 giants. Count them. Okay, and then we just start pumping out giants through here. Basalt Ravager's 2 toughness is awkward. Lindborn. It plays. We can afford to be patient with the Sod coming. I will trade Basalt Ravager and Immersturm for this. Arnie slays the troll. Target creature fights. You can't have that. if they get that, then we lose Assault Ravager. It just it falls apart. Don't be removal. It was removable. Alright, worth noting, if I had triple blocked, it still wouldn't have died. So, kind of up a creek here. Alright, let's try to get to something good. If we can live that long, that would be great. Okay, we need to chump the Lindworm. I don't think we can afford to take 6. Okay. If they had put on the Lindworm, that would have been GG. Okay, so we know we're making one of these. Actually, you know... Take 9, go to 2. No. We get to draw 2 cards. Alright, we're gonna hold on to this. Because if we draw another one of the discard things... And we'll trade these 2 pretty aggressively for the Sculptor of Winter. Never mind. Rough. So we could use now Rune of Flight of our own. That's helpful. Get me some removal. Like that. And another Behold. Okay, so we can't do both, but we can... Okay, yeah. You know, we're not going to. There is no protection spell. So just take the card, draw another squash. Okay, let's slow and steady. Slow and steady. We'll crawl our way out of this. For something, save this for something scary. The Maskwood Nexus is gonna overwhelm them. That. Rune of Flight. Lost Island. We have the luxury of instant speed, so we'll see what happens. We have 8 mana, 4 and 3, 2 if it's an emergency. I guess foretelling this is kind of free. Yeah, sure. You get your grizzly bear with upside. Whew, stabilized. Alright, I don't think that does enough. All of the squashes, please. Okay. And let's do this, because we want to be attacking for 5 a turn. And double squash. Summon your biggest Lindworm. Did not want the video to end. MVP squash. MVP behold the multiverse. MVP behold the squashed multiverse. Lindworm. Man, whenever I see it, I'm happy, and whenever it's coming at me, I'm scared. You know, if they had put that +1/+1 counter on Lindworm, I would have died. Squash wouldn't have killed it. Daisy. Yeah. We can kind of use this to bolt the opponent. Scry 2, bolt 2. Reduce the cost of something in the future, I guess. Can foretell this. This is a good hand. And we have removal / cantrip removal. Keep. We're on the draw. Uh-oh. On the boards. Saw it couldn't help itself. We had 2 to start with. It's frightening. Green blue. These 2 cards. I don't know what it is. No and no. So we'll get to draw 2 cards next turn. We'll probably hit our 3rd and 4th land drop because of that, and then we can reveal this, and we're not leaking anything because we were gonna cast it anyways. Could counter it. Abrupt. Okay. I have 2 spells here. I'm pretty incentivized to shoot anything. You know that, right? So, I know I'm playing this. If I bolt the mentor, I get to draw a card, and then I can swing in, not with impunity, but I mean, then nothing left is gonna... I guess the other thing I could do is try and get them to screw up, right? Like, actually, if they block, I'd rather deal the 3 damage. Change my mind. If this was a 2 power, I think I would have committed to that, but I don't think they were going to double block like that. I mean, usually you have to mess up your math pretty hard to have that happen. I think next turn is a Breakneck Berserker. I'm trading this for their 2. What's left sounds good. You know, I feel like that's worth squashing. And then we can play the Breakneck and really put the gas on this card. drawn 2 cards. Another squash. I think I'd rather deal 6. These aren't good squash. Alright, we've got their next thing covered, and then I'll probably chill it on the Maskwood Nexus, and then just hold up Saw incoming. Yeah, like that's nothing. So let's squash the Horizon Seeker. You protect it. Got 1 green up. If they protect it, do I count it? Craven Hulk. You know? It's a talk attack with Agar. Yeah, let's clear their board. And if they don't, then they're taking 6 down to 3. Yeah. Deal. You know what? I'm fine with that. Let's get Craven Hulk down. This man potions. So chump. Take. Okay, I think I want to maximum damage, counter the next thing, force them to chump. It gets +2/+0. Ooh, can't counter a land drop. All right, if they drop the land, then I need to go on the go wide. Okay, so now they need to leave up this activation. Masked Vandal. I don't have any artifacts or enchantments. That's fine. I think we stick the Maskwood Nexus next. We can start to go really, really wide around them. I assume there's a Lindworm coming, so I should imagine that they'll add a 9. Can't do both. Yeah, that leaves up everything. Okay, so I can squash this to tap it and then send everything else in. We'll see what they play. Saw it coming. Might get to do some heavy lifting here. I mean, them. Yeah, you can't have lifelink. Okay, so this doesn't have to die, it just has to be dealt excess damage. So we'll squash this. Draw a card. And then swing in for Leaf. One new mana. So you're dead, right? Like this gives +1/+0. I guess you could -2, -0. I forget. Woohoo! Woo. Respectable, respectable. The scrape and fight. That's pretty awesome. Alright. 4 wins. Each game could be the last. The Baron Joe. Well, it plays. I've not been enjoying Run Amok. When I thought it was +3/+3, it was something, but it's only attacking. I don't know. Maybe this will trample in for the rest. We will hopefully scry into the lands. Do I want all that? I think so, right? So right there. And then Pilfering Hawk will come down, and it's just a 1/2. Double red. Next turn we can behold. We have no giant, unfortunately. Uh-oh. I feel like this is gonna get squashed. I'm scared. We'll behold. Don't see any swamps. I feel like this is the mirror. So this is probably behold or counterspell. Saw it coming. Give me your information. What are you doing? I want to cast my behold on your end step. We're going to run this behold into a counterspell to make sure squash resolves. Counter. No. No, I need an actual giant here. I think I'm still just gonna squash this. If this is... Okay, if this is a counterspell, if this is Saw It Coming, I want them to use their mana on their turn. I'm gonna hit end my turn. If they behold the multiverse, then I'll shoot this. But if this gets countered, I want them to use the mana on their turn. And I want to do it before they draw, so that way they can't draw into the counter spell. The difference being if I do this on my end step and they counter it. Okay. So half a dozen in one hand, 6 in the other. The only thing that really changes that if the mana isn't available to do shenanigans like that. Still worth squashing, although now I get to do this. Yeah. And okay, so now this is different. With just 1 blue mana up, I mean, this could be another Depart the Realm, but it can't be a counter. So if they want to depart it again, I guess. I mean, I'm trading 2 mana spell for a 2 mana. This for all the foretell gets nuts. Alright, it died. We get to make this a bird. Can I do everything? 3, 5, 6, 7, 2, 4, 5, 6. So I can make this a 4, 5, 8, 9. I can swing for 9 total next turn. Have 2 birds. Giant's Amulet. 4, 5. Alright, run amok. Time to prove your worth. And this is win-win for me, right? Like, they've tapped out to the point where they can't, and if they block, we get to kill it with run amok. If they don't, we can still use the mana. Counter me, baby. We have to forego the +1. This is how we get through the hexproof. I'm gonna Maskwood Nexus. I mean, I could equip the wings, but I'd rather get this down when like they don't have Disdainful Stroke mana up. Because we're ahead on board, they're ahead on resources hand-wise, and this helps us catch up to that. Since we've used it all on squashes. Equipped for 2. Did not know that. Equip his sorcery. Forge Strider's pretty good. Can freeze up my Craven Hulk. I know I'm making a thing here, so that means I'm left with 4 mana. Oh, did they... Oh, the Shimmerville, yeah. Okay, so it taps it, and then snow means it's frozen for an extra turn. I'm going to save this in the event that I draw my 2-drop that makes you discard Rummage. Wait, what is this, 2? Yeah, I can still make another giant. Alright. Gonna take 4 on the ground next turn. Yeah. If I didn't have enough mana to activate the Maskwood Nexus, I think I would have played it out to not happen, but I can afford to be a little greedy here. The Raider? It's a Demon Berserker. I know everything except for the name. It's a 2-1. It costs 1 in a red. It rummages. Okay. Feel pretty good. We did see the opponent play Depart the Realm, so this Maskwood Nexus is not 100% safe. Squash the Raven. You got it. Oh, fantastic. I wouldn't be surprised if they don't swing in, because they're losing this race. As is. Obviously, I don't know what this is. Thinking about it. And they go for it. They're tapped out, so. Assault Ravager. I have 3 giants. And this has hexproof, sort of. So I'm going to hold this in hand, I think, because this is a way to kill them. We'll definitely swing it in. Because I feel like we can get them. Alright, so I think I'm going to go ahead and put this. Just because if they leave it back, or if they cast another creature, then this is going to have evasion. And this already has the flying, so. Need to remember if I draw my snow land, that I can start looting with Pilfering Hawk. Another reason to sandbag these lands. Another Bergstrider. Woof. Rats. Okay, so that means I can't activate that. Also, didn't know it was non-land permanence. Artifact or creature. I'm wrong twice. Didn't go to combat. Seems like a win for us. Ooh, this is great to fly. So we have 4 now. Alright, let's pull the trigger on this. We get to kill one of the Bergstriders. Unless this is a counter. Huh. Yeah, you know what? They covered that, didn't they? Okay. So this is definitely worth it. And let's get this down. Since we can't use the mana anyways. Yeah, I could see a universe where I draw the Demon Berserker, loot this away, and then the squash is what kills it. I don't have anything that I need for 8 mana. At one point I was counting like activation plus this Assault Ravager is 7. Which I had, so I could if they hadn't a Bergstrider, the Maskwood Nexus, we could make a giant, and then that would be enough to kill the 5 toughness Bergstrider. But that's not in the cards right now. So we'll play to maximize that. Still no snow for Pilfering Hawk. Looter Hawk. I guess this is the worst thing on the battlefield. Two losses in a row. Shake it off. Get to it. Sounds like a party. Alright. And we managed to put our losses on the rank floor. Alright. Minions return, sure. 5 wins. Hit that sweet, sweet spot where if we were using gems, we would have made our money back. Oh man, this feels good. I this stream is no way endorsed by Limited Resources or even have any idea who I am, but their show it was really enlightening. I've watched LSV draft a couple times too. Immersturm Rider. I knew your name. Yeah, this hand's great. 2, 3, 4, 5. Only bad thing is we don't have something we want to discard. Take it back. I'll discard it. Need lands. Need to get to 4. All right, so we'll pretty aggressively, I guess, blow something up since we have another one. Especially a Death Touch here. Boom. First blood. Yeah, we got one more in the tank. Craven Hulk comes in. Okay, so we need to be aware of this once they get to 6 mana. Their sweepers are possible. 3 mana, 4 mana, instant speed removal. Alright, well, they can kill that. Tell you what. Yeah, can't do it. Just cast this passive. I respect your ability to click the block button. Let's see if they pull the trigger on this Immersturm. Snow. Alright, so I think Lindworm is another card I want to be aware of as I keep ramping up. I don't think I squash this Spirit. Okay, gets through. Keep the pressure up. I keep thinking that these duels are supposed to be snowed. Alright, so this is a -2/-2. Battle Mammoth. Can I do both? Can I do both? Please, please, please. Alright, so Agar, squash, draw a card, you get to draw a card. Everyone draws a card. I didn't read this. This doesn't have some sort of crazy indestructible card. Behold, the only way that could have been better. Okay, the way this played out, I think I fired this Demon Bolt off pretty aggressively for 2 damage. I think in this part of the game would have been much better, but here we are. Alright, Blood on the Snow. We have Behold to catch up. Can't use it. That's a shame. Salt Ravager. So I can kill the Carfil Master. Wicked Draw. I'm sorry, Wicked Curve. Okay. So if we win this one, we get to be Gold Tier 1. I like it. I like it. For the extra pack. Here we go. Alright. 7-1, 6-3. Worst case scenario, 6-3. I'll take it. I'll take it. It's been fun. Little slump in the mid series. I'm ready. New. Yeah. Interaction. 2-drop. 2-drop. Roll the 6. Forced. Good. We're gonna learn our lesson and hold off on that. Snow. If I get snow, I get to loot. If I get snow, I get to loot. Lands in the late games can turn into other cards. Oh, it's a flying battle. Gross. Now that I drew the... It's like almost identical situation, huh? You know, let's shoot this. Blue-green changelings? Yeah, changelings. Okay, so now that's a good bounce target. Oh, right. Sucks I can't. Well, I could have hit a changeling. They can play their saga. If that happens, I need a giant. Bad. Not blocking, so I'm gonna attack. And let's continue to get on the board. Maybe I should have Behold to guarantee the 5th land drop if I don't find the giant. Find it. Sure. Alright, snow. I can start looting. I think, though, this is a good time to bounce this guy right here. They've invested 2 of their counters on it. They could pump mana into this. Counter? Nope. Okay. So I think I want to shoot this Mistwalker. We're losing this race, but next turn if I draw a land, I can squash and hold. There it is. They're all becoming 4/4s. Yeah, shooting that funeral, like, I even said it back then, huh? I guess this is the difference between somebody who plays better than me. Saw the funeral longbow, and it was chipping 3 every turn, and then it's like, I see all the changelings, and I go, this is a good payoff, this is why you get the changelings, and then don't play around it. Okay, past the blockers. Don't die. Alright, well, I got some looks at something. I'm not quite sure what. Okay, 6 and 3. 6 and 3 is very respectable. It doesn't. Nothing really does it because we're at such a low life total. Sad. That's right. 6 and 3 is still good. Turned a profit. Had fun playing. Learned a couple of things. The
I was even thinking it as it was occurring, like shooting the funeral longbow versus shooting one of these. I'm not sure if that is enough to save us because they ended up playing chariot. But the Mistwalker also was a changeling, so that wasn't really bad target. Do I have anything to take away from this? Okay, Behold the Multiverse continues to impress. Assault Ravager is great. Craven Hulk in a giant shell is good. Maskwood Nexus, we'll talk about that. Agar always draws more cards than it's supposed to. Demon Bolt is very effective. Do I have a... No. I mean, if I ever wanted to kill anything, it did it. Minus the... Raven Wings didn't really... Alright, so these are cards I want to think about here. Okay, so I think this early game stuff helped me get on board. The very first draft I did did not go well, and we were missing so much of the early game, so we kind of always made sure to check our curve. The arena client is good at showing you your information, so you don't have to do horrendous things like counting. This stuff is always worth its weight in gold. Always a relief to see, never really sad to draw it. Agar the Freezing Flame, if it has these spells, like this frequently read 3 mana, 3/3, draw 3 cards, 2 cards. The thing I need to learn from this is the wizards count as well. Not that there's a huge wizard presence in this set, but like forgetting lines of text is leaving something on the table. Basalt Ravager is great. Craven Hulk in this shell is a must. Saw it coming. It's hard to play. Saw it coming in the early game just doesn't do anything from what I can tell in this shell, because you keep spending your mana to develop your board. You can't hold this up. In the late game it's better. I was sad sometimes to see this as opposed to a removal spell. Behold the Multiverse was just always great. Alright, run them up. This is not giant growth. It was good in that one instance with the Hexproof Giant. Invasion of the Giants, I misread this to read it was a shock anywhere. 2 damage to any target. It's not. It's just an opponent or a planeswalker. And I don't always have a giant, and I can't always take advantage of the thing. Now, the draw a card, which I missed the first several times around, makes the floor pretty low, but I don't think this is a reason. In my head, this is like a reason to go into giants, but this is not like Agar or Basalt Ravager. It's not doing what I thought it was doing. Maskwood Nexus doesn't do anything the turn it comes into play. So this is a late game engine. The early game, there was that first game that I lost where it couldn't keep up with the abuse, right? So I was not impressed by Maskwood Nexus. Raven Wings, I watched LSV play this with a pile of just mediocre black and green cards, and having this fly over to Peck seemed pretty cool. And then Bird, right? Yeah. Bird synergy for Basalt Ravager if you can assemble Tron. So yeah, these are cards that I was really high on at the beginning of this draft, and then when actually put into it was kind of whatever. Depart the Realm, don't have a strong feeling. Doomscar is a cool pull. Probably maybe could have rebuilt this more red-blue control where it's like Doomscar can help me catch up in those situations where we're just out of it. If I could rebuild it, maybe this Mist of Lichara is better than run ashore. Like most of those late games got to that point. Why does this enter tapped? Maybe I need to give this a chance. This is a huge thing. Alright, well, I'm Robbie Wong. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next one.